Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Semis. The Raptors come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Philadelphia 76ers. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue, coming right up.
The postseason continues to heat up here on 2K Sports. Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Semifinals on the way. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler. This is Brian Anderson, and we'll have Ale LaForce reporting for us. Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. Quentin Grimes out there with Maxey. Then there's George. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Watford in at the power forward position. And for Toronto, Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. Grady Dick out there with Emmanuel Quickley. And it's Ingram in at small forward. You take a look at Philadelphia. They came up short in Game 1 of this series. Still, they showed some positive signs to carry into this one.
It's all about making the adjustments for this game. They can steal home court advantage if they execute their plan.
Now here's Dick. Sinks the tray.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
Now here's Grimes. The D's right on it. And there's a 3-second violation.
A 3-second violation. Raptors ball.
Outside Ingram. Lets the 3 fly, and it's Dick. That time on the assist by Ingram. Dick's got 6.
Well, check out that feed. Ingram surveying the scene and looking to create the best shot possible. He's put up great assist numbers over the years.
Dick. And the Raptors, another 3.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Outside Grimes. Watford outside. Poked away. Quickly against Maxey. From the arc. And quickly gets the 3.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. So Toronto ends up going with a new group. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Here's Mamukelashvili. And again, Toronto with a triple. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Grimes, the pass to Maxey. Here's Embiid. Can they get it? Goes back up. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. The Raptors have got all 6 shots to fall in the first. Here's Battle. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Now here's Embiid. He can't hit that time.
That was their 4th straight miss to start this game. Not ideal.
The three. And that one's good. Lawson.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Darko Rajakovic. I asked, what do you do about Tyrese Maxey, a guy who can spark plays out of thin air? Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, I'm trying to keep someone in front of him all night. I don't want Maxey seeing the shots he wants or the passing lanes he's looking for. It's a tough assignment, but Coach says he's got the right guys for the job. Guys,
great work, Allie. Thanks. Raptors with some changes.
Substitutes down the court.
Raptors on D. Philadelphia moving it around. Here's Maxey. And too long on the shot.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Sixers. The 76ers have gone 0 for 5 to begin this game. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Embiid. No good again that time.
And another miss for him. It's been this way all night, and that is tough for his team to overcome.
Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
Certainly he has the ability to take over games. Dick's doing it early in his career.
Quickly, left side. Here's the three. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
George outside. Back to Maxey. Ingram with the double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Now here's Dick. Watford covering. There's the three. Dick, that's good. Dick's got 15 points.
I mean, just hitting all their shots early. What an offensive game plan. It must be the coaching.
Stolen by Quickly. Fires the three. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Outside Grimes. Watford outside. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now here's Maxey. No points yet, and it's rejected.
And they've had a rough opening from the field.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
You know that block has him and his teammates all pumped up. That is what playoff basketball is all about.
Pass to Embiid. To stop the drought. Blocked again!
Yeah, forget about it. If Pirtle's in the paint, he's going to use his size to alter everything in there.
Drills it from deep. He's got 12.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Pirtle comes with a double. to Embiid. And it's blocked.
That's great defense that time by Jakob Poeltl. Now, he is fighting through it right now, still looking to get his first make of the quarter, but it's been an ugly start.
And that one's good. Ingram.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
Yeah, when you string triples together, it adds up quickly.
Here's Maxey. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, that combination of speed and elite handle, that's what separates Tyrese Maxey.
And here's Ingram from the arc. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Here's Maxey. And Ingram with the block.
Man, look at Ingram back time, using full extent of that length to get a hand on it.
From deep Poeltl. And the three-pointer goes.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Quickly. The three is up. Hits the trifecta. Quickly's got 15.
Wow. Some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
To the paint. It's stolen by Barnes. Here comes Toronto on the push. Here's Dick. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
Another turnover leads to another bucket at the other end.
Dick's gone a perfect 6 for 6 shooting. George finds Maxey. Here's Embiid. And miss after miss right now.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Gets the three to fall.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
So it's Philadelphia now, following the three-point basket by Toronto. Oubre, he's checked in for Philadelphia. McCain comes in for Grimes. And it's the Raptors with the ball. From outside the arc. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
McCain against Dick. Pass to Embiid. Back to McCain. Good. And the assist to Embiid.
And when McCain gets to that spot right there, he will go to the floater most times.
Here's Dick. And again, Toronto with a triple.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Got a piece of it. Here's Embiid. Toronto grabs the miss. Poeltl's got 4 rebounds in the game. Quickly finds Dick. Fires for 3. Just outstanding. He hits again, and he's still a perfect 9 for 9.
Oh, flawless start for him here in the first quarter.
Maxey passes to Oubre. Rebound Toronto. And this group has been storming through the postseason, sweeping the first round and with a chance to go up 2-0 here tonight.
They've been firing on all cylinders, and we'll see how they do. I mean, the competition getting a bit tougher the deeper into the playoffs we go.
Here's Maxey, following the three-point basket by Toronto. Pass to Embiid. It's stolen by Poeltl. Here comes Toronto on the push. The three from Barnes. Gets the 3-ball to go.
And they've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
Stolen by Quickly. The 3. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
Now here's Oubre. That shot missing. On the wing quickly. Maxey covering. The 3 is up. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Outside McCain. Outside Maxey. George finds Maxey. Philadelphia moving it around. And George gets it to go on the assist by McCain.
Yeah, muscling his way for the bucket. George doing what he does best.
Here's Dick. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
He has yet to miss a single shot. What a night he's having.
Dick brings the double team. Here's McCain. Oh, rejected by Pirtle. Quickly with the ball. Guarded now by Maxey. Here's Dick. Good! Another from three.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Maxey passes to Embiid. Tries to break his ice. Kicks it to George. Pass to Embiid. George outside. 5 to shoot. Second chance effort. Oh, rejected by Pirtle. And it's out of bounds. That one off Pirtle. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Oh, you could feel the playoff intensity in that block. He's playing some extra aggressive defense out there.
Some changes for Toronto. Mobo, he's checked in for Scotty Barnes. And it's R.J. Barrett in for Ingram. 23 seconds left in the first quarter here. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. And the Raptors making a change here. Mamukelashvili's checked in. And here are the Raptors now. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
8 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Dick. Oh, what an incredible end to the corner. Wow.
Incredible indeed. Waits until the very last second to let it fly.
Woo. Oh, with the clock running down, man, that was close.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. Really mucking it up on defense. Active hands, multiple efforts, forcing turnovers. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way. Happy to have you back with us for the Eastern Conference Semifinals on 2K Sports. And for the Raptors, this has been a game they've wanted to have.
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, the energy was there. The communication was there. I think they can build on this going forward.
So it's Philadelphia now. We've got R.J. Barrett, and it's Mamukelashvili in at the center position. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. Here's Toronto with the ball. This one for three. Connects from downtown. Mamukelashvili's got 8 points.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Drummond. Rebound Toronto. Here's Mobo. From deep. Oh, again! Toronto with a triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Poke loose. Dive for it. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. Now Philadelphia with it. Pass to Drummond. Tipped away. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Here's Mamukelashvili. And again, Toronto with a triple.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Jacks up a three. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Here's Edgecombe. That one's off. Still out of sync.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
I love their approach tonight. They are hitting at a really high percentage.
Pass to McCain. To the middle. Here's Drummond. Rebound Toronto. Mamukelashvili's got 4 rebounds now. The 3, Barrett. And the Raptors, another 3.
And there's R.J. Barrett helping to space the floor for this offense.
Here's Edgecombe. No points so far. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Oubre passes to Maxey. Here's Edgecombe. 5 on the clock. Outside Oubre. A deep 3. Got a hand on it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Raptors with some changes. Ingram's checked in for Mobo. Dick comes in for Walter. And quickly subbed in for Shed. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Dick. And again for 3. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Barrett against McCain. To the inside. It's intercepted. And a fast break now for the Raptors. And here's Ingram from the arc. And again, Toronto with a triple.
No hesitation on the break. That's been an advantage for them.
The 76ers have got nothing to go in this quarter. 0 for 5. Here's McCain. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
I know they love to see Ingram make big plays on defense, and that's the energy they want from him.
Shot is good by Barrett.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Here's Maxey. Tipped. Outside Dick. Fires from deep. Drains the triple. Dick's got 45 points.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching. Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
Mamukelashvili. And the Raptors, another 3.
He is lighting them up from range this period. This team has made a concerted effort to get him shots.
And stolen by Dick. And here comes the break. Takes a 3. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
I'll tell you what, fast break points have been the story here.
Maxey against Quickly. Maxey passes to Drummond. Can't hit from in close.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
The 3 from Quickly. Knocks down the long J. He's got 24.
And Quickly saw the opening and he took it, stopping on a dime.
With to Mark. Rebounded by Ingram.
Well, protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
Lets it go from deep. Good. He hits again. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. In the second quarter, held scoreless. And Edgecombe, the bucket on the assist from Maxey. Edgecombe's got his first 2 points.
A solid finisher in close. Edgecombe's agility lets him find good angles.
Dick gets the bucket.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Ingram. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Takes the 3. And the Raptors, another 3.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively. Well, it's not only been a rough quarter for him, but he's actually had a negative impact on his team's overall performance.
And good! There's another!
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. There's the double team Quickly. And we're going to have a jump ball. And we have to take another look at that block.
You know that block has him and his teammates all pumped up. That is what playoff basketball is all about.
Ingram with the ball. Guarded now by Maxey. Quickly from outside. Oh, he's been lethal. Connecting again, making him 9 for 9.
Ooh, this guy is as hot as they come from distance. Defensively, you almost have to pick him up once he crosses half court.
Pass to Oubre. It's McCain on the wing. Guarded by Barrett. Shot clock at 5. Here's Drummond. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now.
Nothing from the field to speak of so far. Pretty rough shooting night, and now it's affecting the entire team.
Here's Dick. Another bucket! Wow! 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it.
And I'm going to give quickly a lot of credit. He's been aggressive all night tonight. Any chance he's gotten, he's been at the rim.
Barrett with it, and Drummond picks him up defensively. And again, Toronto with a triple.
And at any level of basketball, the turnover differential can make all the difference.
Drummond got a piece of it.
Well, making blocks isn't a big part of his game, but that's a big play right there, and you have to applaud the defensive focus of R.J. Barrett. Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
That's tipped and stolen by Dick. And another fast break for Toronto. The Raptors are running. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
They're now allowing an insane number of points off of turnovers.
Quickly against Maxey. Drummond to screen on quickly. Looking to end this cold spell. Blocked!
Oh, excellent timing there by Barrett. Delivering the swat at the exact right moment.
And again, Toronto with a triple.
He's dropping the 3-ball with incredible consistency. What a barrage here in the first half.
Pass to Edgecombe. Blocked! Now quickly. 3-pointer. Connects again from distance. Man, he's really launching him from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his 3-point shot tonight.
Maxey with it, now quickly defending. To end the run. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. Mamukelashvili's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Dick. Good! Another from 3.
The three's coming fast and furious. He is scorching the nets.
Yes, and now tied for the 3rd most 3-point field goals in a single game in playoff history. Deflected! Quickly outside for 3. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. Ingram's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
I like their offensive approach. They've been aggressive, but under control.
You know, one thing about Maxey is that he always is looking for an outlet.
And here's quickly. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. And again for 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Maxey feeling it out a bit. Drummond to screen on quickly. Here's Maxey. Oh, blocked by Ingram. Here's Mamukelashvili. And again, Toronto with a triple.
He is dialed in right now. Perfect from the field this quarter.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
It's tipped. Ingram with the ball. Oubre picks him up. And again, Toronto with a triple.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since.
It's good. Oubre's got his first points of the night.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Wow, with some power.
to the top floor. Oh, Barrett putting on a show, an unreal throwdown right there.
Pass to Oubre. Outside Maxey. And that's not going to go. Grady Dick, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Toronto Raptors. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. We'll be back in a moment.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Toronto Raptors.
How about all the points coming off those bench, man? I'm telling you, when you get that kind of scoring up and down the lineup, you can write your own ticket to wins.
Yeah, complete team effort, and they're playing an entertaining style as well. Taking a look at how the series is going for the Raptors. Well, guys, safe to say they're in cruise control right now.
At this point, Ernie, all they got to do is keep the car on the road, man. Just don't go off to the left or right. Just keep on keeping on.
Don't let up. Keep your foot on the gas. Take this thing across the finish line.
Sure, I'm glad you were able to drive home. Those points. It's so good. Yeah,
see what you did with that, Ernie.
It's unbelievable. It's a gift. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And welcome back, folks, for more Eastern Conference semifinal action. It's been quite a game for Grady Dick.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
But he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
Here's Maxey. Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. Joel Embiid is out there with Trendon Watford. Then it's Maxey. Then there's George. And it's Grimes in at the two-guard spot. From behind the arc. Connects again from distance.
And he's notched the third most three-pointers in a single game in NBA playoff history.
Yes, one of the best games of his life, or anyone's for that matter. He has been unstoppable. And that one's good, quickly.
And he has led the attack for them the entire game, and now he's trying to get them to the finish line.
Outside Maxey, pass to Grimes. It's rebounded by Dick. Dick's got 4 rebounds now. Now here's Ingram. Let's go with a 3. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
Well, whatever they talked about at halftime, it's working now.
Quickly from outside. Good! Another from 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. George passes to Watford. It's stolen by Barnes. Outside Ingram. Beyond the arc. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Ingram's got 6 here in the quarter.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
The 3 from Quickly. Yet another bucket. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Watford rejected by Barnes.
That's 3 straight misses to start the second half. Not what they wanted.
Here's Dick. Another one goes. Incredible.
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply since he swipes the ball away again.
And for this franchise, he's tied the record for most steals in a playoff game.
His disruptive nature defensively helps take offenses out of their rhythm, which is invaluable. Maxey finds George. Now Watford. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Down low. Here's Watford.
At this point, they might need to try something different. Ofer to start the half.
Here's Dick. And again for three.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena in awe.
And you know he finds himself tied for second. Yet another steal from him.
And his last swipe sets a franchise record. He now has the most steals in a playoff game in this organization's history.
What an absolute menace he's been out there tonight. He's completely changed the tone of this playoff game. Back to Watford. Pass to George. Here's Watford. Four on the clock. Here's Embiid. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
The shot by Pirtle, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Watford with a screen. Grimes, the pass to Watford. Kicks it to George. Knocked loose. Embiid finds George. It's deflected. Outside Ingram. Three-pointer. Just outstanding. He hits again, and he's still a perfect 9 for 9. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
And you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed, and you can hear the appreciation from the fans. They know they just saw him set their postseason record for steals in a game.
How could you not show love for the defense he's played? And here's quickly. He'll bring it up for Toronto. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Puts up a three. Oh, another one falls. 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Rebound Toronto. Pirtle's got 8 rebounds in the game.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And that one's good. Quickly.
But we've been watching him hold court out of the arc. Just an unforgettable performance tonight.
Embiid inside. He's working on Pirtle. Oh, rejected by Pirtle. Pass to Ingram. From downtown. And again, Toronto with a triple.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
George outside. They need this. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 9 rebounds now. Here's Dick. And yes, another basket.
And he's now bested his previous mark, breaking his own record for the second highest postseason offensive performance. He was already in elite company with Elgin Baylor and passing 2 other more recent performances from Donovan Mitchell with 57 points and Jimmy Buckets Butler with 56 back in 2023.
You know, it seems he is never done, never slowing down. He's always continuing to deliver in the biggest games on the biggest stage in the NBA playoffs. Hats off to another absolutely incredible performance. One that easily goes down as the best ever in NBA playoff history. And here they go on a free run to the bucket. Here's Dick. Connects again from distance.
He continues to push the envelope, outdistancing his own record for triples made in a playoff game. Just an absolute flamethrower.
It's a new first-place mark. He only needs the slimmest of windows to get that thing off, and you always expect it to fall through. Now a timeout called by Philadelphia. For Toronto, Mamukelashvili's checked in for Pirtle. Mobo comes in for Barnes. And it's R.J. Barrett in for Ingram. Philadelphia also making some changes. Oubre, he's checked in for Watford. McCain comes in for Paul George. And it's Edgecombe in for Grimes. Outside Maxey. They still need this. Rebound Toronto.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Here's Dick. Again! What an avalanche!
And even early on in the first half, as this historic offensive performance kept piling up, we almost sensed that he might end up eclipsing his own record, breaking that record and now setting a new all-time record for points in a postseason game. He already beat Michael Jordan's record, and delivering another performance better than that, words cannot even describe it.
Yeah, he's truly in a league of his own, competing not only against the greatest of all time, but now competing against his own incredible accomplishments. It's breathtaking to see the expert craftsmanship, the precision, the untouchable nature of his offensive pure dominance on display tonight. I mean, he's no stranger to absolutely throttling defenses into submission. And tonight, here in the postseason,
and the home fans responding, a chance to revel in the moment.
Acknowledging their appreciation for his incredible scoring performance in a big game.
Yeah, there's getting into a groove, and then there's completely taking over. We'll be talking about this performance for a very long time.
Gordon, he's checked in for the Sixers.
Philadelphia substitution. Number 23, Eric Gordon.
Pass to Edgecombe. And here again, the Raptors in transition. Up the court they go. And again, Toronto with a triple.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
Up top, Oubre. Now Embiid. Looking to win the run. Toronto grabs the miss. Dick's got 5 rebounds tonight. Fires the 3. And again, Toronto with a triple.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Launches a 3, knocks it down from distance. Mobo's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
And some changes here for the 76ers.
Edwards.
Drummond's checked in for Embiid, and it's Edwards in for Gordon. Outside McCain. Now here's Drummond. He's closely guarded. Takes one from 10 feet. It's tipped. Here's Mamukelashvili. 23 points in the game. And the Raptors, another 3.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's just good coaching. They have made the better adjustments.
McCain with it. Now quickly defending. Philadelphia moving it around. Clock at 6. Drummond to screen on quickly. Stop the drought. Edgecombe, no good. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, B.A., they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
Hick gets the bucket.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Inside. Pass to Drummond. Outside McCain. Drummond to screen on Barrett. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
A ton of points have been scored off their turnovers this quarter. You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Shed, he's checked in for Toronto. The 76ers also with a sub. Lowry's checked in. And it's been tough going for their half-court offense.
Yeah, this defense is in their heads, anticipating their every move.
Shed, that's good.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Lowry, the pass to Drummond. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. Walter, he's checked in for Dick. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Shed. Sends it home from three-point land. Shed's got 6 points in the quarter.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
Outside McCain. Will it go? Off target at the rim.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
Here's Shed. And the Raptors, another three.
And another one from distance. He's hot, and they keep feeding him.
To the middle. Going inside. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. Here's Mobo. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
It's so sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. And so it's the Toronto Raptors showing no mercy and just piling it on, looking dominant and focused right now. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. We'll be right back after this word. And let's get you back to the action as Game 2 is getting underway. And so here is Toronto. They've got Walter, and it's Shed in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Well, you can't ignore someone like that on the perimeter. If he gets a good look, he is going to knock it down.
Here's Maxey. Walter pulls it in. Here's Shed. The three ball. And again, Toronto with a triple.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
Pass to Drummond. Back to McCain. Shot clock at 6. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. The 76ers making a switch here.
76ers substitution. Number 22. John Burns.
Toronto's gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Walter from outside. Pure from three-point range.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them.
Pass to Drummond. And that time also a missed shot. For Toronto, they've gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Drops in the three.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Maxey passes to Drummond. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Mamukelashvili's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass heating. The three, Barrett. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
Well, he has just completely taken over this game. R.J. Barrett putting up numbers.
Tipped. And now the Raptors on the break. There's the triple. Oh, he can't miss. 8 for 8 after that shot.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
Pass to Drummond. There's the steal. In transition, here they come. Walter from outside. He drops it from range. Walters has got 9 points now in the second half.
During this final quarter, he's erupted from outside the arc. Just assume every three he takes now is going in.
And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Lobo. 4-3. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
To the paint. To snap the cold streak. He got a piece of it. Here's Walter. Launches it. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
The name of the game isn't scoring. It's scoring efficiency.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And another miss by Philadelphia. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Sinks it from distance.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen.
Oh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
His three-point mechanics have been flawless. Get him a clean look from deep, and he'll bury it.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Oubre. That one's in there. Drummond with the assist.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Pass to Shed. Here's Mobo. Fires for three. And the Raptors another three. Mobo with a rebound. Mobo's got 4 rebounds now. Barrett passes to Mamukelashvili. Puts up a three. Oh, it's pure again. He's now a perfect 10 for 10 in this one.
And he's got a hot hand, and the D looks simply helpless.
And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball here. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Launches a three. Mobo gets the bucket. Mobo's got 23 points.
After a rough first half, it's good to see him start to put the pieces together here.
Pass to McCain. Shot to stop the run. It's blocked. On the break. It's Mobo. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
As bad as he was in the first half, that's how good he's been since.
Now here's McCain. Defense right on it. That one's wide left.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
When this guy starts hitting threes, Watch out. He's just pouring it on this half.
Up top, McCain. Philadelphia moving it around. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Here's Mobo. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Guys, he is on fire this quarter. I mean, what an incredible scoring performance.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by McCain.
76ers substitution. Joel Embiid. Traded Watford. Paul George. Quentin Grimes.
Here's Shed. Pass to Walter. Lets it go from deep. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple. Walters has gotten everything to fall, shooting 6 for 6 on the night. Take it away. Here's Mamukelashvili. And again, Toronto with a triple.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Now here's Maxey, tightly guarded. To halt the run, here's George. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible.
Yeah, Paul George not content to just hang out on the perimeter. He attacked the lane right there.
Here's Mobo. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Since the break, he's been on point from beyond the arc. I'll tell you what, when he's this hot, it's a thing of beauty.
Here's George. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Here's Shed. He buries it from 3. Shed's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Good job finding the clean look behind the arc.
Outside Grimes. Pass to Embiid. Soft touch off the glass. Embiid's got his first 2 points of the night.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
Here's Mobo. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple. So it's Philadelphia now. And here's George. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Barrett. There's the triple. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
I love when R.J. Barrett gets out in the open floor and runs. He can really use that athleticism.
Out of bounds, the Raptors will take it. Here's Barrett. Here's Mamukelashvili. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
This guy is on fire. I mean, they can't figure him out at all.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Down low. Here's Embiid. They can't stop the run with that one. And here are the Raptors now. Here's Shed. And again, Toronto with a triple.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
And the key is attacking before the defense gets set.
Here's Maxey. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Counted from distance. The 76ers shooting the ball at only 35% here in the fourth quarter. Back to Grimes. Embiid, high post. Just 5 to shoot. Nifty move. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. They're ready to keep this run rolling.
Hey, it's been a pretty good one. And so that's the end of game 2. No question, this is a big win for the Raptors.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
This team is playing with confidence and heart right now. They're in control of this series so far.
Yeah, no question. They're the more cohesive team right now, just going out there and executing their game plan.
Here's Shed, fires from deep, and again, Toronto with a triple.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Philadelphia moving it around to the inside. Here's Embiid. Tries again, and he lays it in.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this arena has been unbelievable. Great all-around effort by everyone to put this game away.
Basket counts.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Well, they have finally found something that's working, but it's against a defense that clearly has let up since they have the lead.
Pass to Mobo. Takes a three. Good! Another from 3. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
So, no problem for Toronto as they get the win. And this win shows they have the momentum so far in this series. Up 2-0 now.
They just look so confident out there. They're playing selfless ball, and their chemistry has never looked better.
Time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference playoffs. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Emmanuel Quickley.